now we're going to get onto the main straightaway, of course, and back around to the starting line. So once we cross here, people begin to go flat out as we are already going. And I'm Viper already trying to see if he can get a pass beyond Shockwave as he's trying to go around, trying to keep that nice and tight driving line. But Shockwave's going around a little wide, but still not too bad as they're going down full speed, 135 miles per hour, down the straightaway and onto corner. He's going to be reaching turn number 5. As you'll see in your lower left, we're going to be going on the little loop. This is a really tight chicane. If you just can't get around this, you're going to have a hard time recovering. Of course, nice, very tight turn as G Roger in the Ford GT40 trying to get nice and tight around as well. I'm Viper, right? He's going fast. He's trying to see if he can get a nice opening, but it's going to be tough for him to do so as this is some really fair competition. We're looking at, for example, the qualifying times of these guys, and you look at someone like him in Viper in 2016 Dodge Viper, right? You got a qualifying time of 1 minute 21, so he's in. It's tough on these straightaways, especially when you have someone like a oily furball, C Shockwave just in front of you. But we can't forget about Double Shark as well. In the Double Shark in number 71. It's tough competition here, ladies and gentlemen. It's tough stuff to be able to get past these kinds of people, but they'll be able to make it through eventually. It's just a matter of just being careful, right? We have time. This is an endurance race, meaning that you can't. You can't waste your attention span all fast and trying to go really hard, because then what's going to happen is you're just going to get lost behind. You're trying to put all that stress and effort into trying to find that pass. We don't even talk about C Shockwave and Oil Furball. Really going to be two of the biggest duels here today. Is just look at them dancing around each other. They are just simply unable to find another one. But let's see if maybe we can rotate somewhere else. We're going to actually pop over to C-Shock, who we were just talking about, in the Lamborghini Excellent Huracan model. He's gotten the lead. He's currently in 4th place. Over and right around it. If you can get these masterful braking lines, or just cutting just carefully around, that's going to be tough. So we're going to be kind of wiggling back here, back in number 2. Going around, I believe, number 3 here. And right onto chicane. Very nice. Very nice. Nice straightaway. Real good. Right on to 5th here. Easy does it. Easy does it. Very good. Very good. Nice. Really smooth lines with these guys. I mean, just I'm Viper. He's an excellent racer. Like I said earlier, he got actually one of the fastest qualifying times at 1 minute 20 seconds and 496 milliseconds there for the qualifying time, meaning that he has the ability. And here we go. Maybe this is his chance to be able to get through and pass C Shockwave 12. He's almost there. He just has to get a nice bit of... Oh, and then one of the first collisions of the race. B700 smacks him and gets in front as Roger takes the lead away from him. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, this is tough. Tough when you get into these kind of situations. And I think also C Shockwave just suffered another issue as well, having collided with the wall for an extended period of time, thus lagging behind. This just gave Roger and Viper the chance they needed to make it forward. As they're going to try to get back onto the finish line for their 8th lap around the course. We've still got a ways to go. As Roger gets passed by I'm Viper. I mean, I'm telling you, 1, 2, and 3 positions right now are they are being held tough by these guys, AGS, Koenig, and Chloric. But I'm Viper, Roger, and Unwitty RL are fighting for the bottom 3 of the top 6. Doing this in first person, very, very impressive in the Ferrari. I mean, it's a great view right here as well. Even for myself, I play this game too, and sometimes, I feel like I can just drive the car faster. I'm going in first person because, you get that kind of first person view. You can tell where things are. But he is right on Taquito's tail. He was so, oh, look, he's so close. A little bit of a bump, but he's so close to getting a really smooth overtake, bumping a little bit again, just a gentle tap. As long as he's careful, doesn't try to tackle anyone, tries to go for a really nice braking job here, really good. I mean, those Ferraris are just known to rip loose, but when you can get them under control, they handle so well. Can in these kind of endurance races really makes the job easier, especially when you know that you can go flat out, especially on a more technical course like this where going flat out is much rarer. It's still a tough thing to do, but it looks like he might be getting passed on the inside as see Shockwave right behind him, who, if you remember earlier, got hit pretty hard. Let's see if maybe we can see him to pass. He's on the inside. It's a beautiful Lamborghini versus Scuderia Ferrari. Oh, but he isn't able to fully finish the pass, but trying to go another one again. He's so close. Almost there, almost there. There he goes, and he secures the lead on 8th place over Dreadful Shark in the Lamborghini. But can he hold up? Oh, a little bit of that ABS kicking in, no problem. A little bit of an oversteer, and now the place is switched. Momentarily, though, only. As the Ferrari with Dreadful Shark in it. Was right behind. Much easier. Now he's going in for the checkpoint, and he's currently on lap number 12. We're happy to have you here, and if you ever want to participate in these races, for example, join our Discord. It's pretty good over here. And we're always looking for a second caster. If you're ever curious about that, let us know. And yeah, I mean, and also the thing is, keep in mind as well is that these are going to be multiple heats, right? I don't know if you're aware, but we do have multiple heats, which are essentially multiples of these. So while we don't have like a safety car in course, for example, that does allow us to be able to run multiple races at once through the Discord and do that for different regions. So for example, this is North America right now, which I'm sure explains a lot of the American cars, but we also do have a, we have a Heat 2 for North America, and we have another Heat for EU. Oh, almost there. Oh, I'm Viper almost got the lead on him. But yeah, as I was saying, there's another Heat as well. So if you're interested in racing, you're not sure about your region being available, let us know. And you can participate in really exciting races like these, where we get people who are willing to paint your car for, and just kind of be able to really embrace sort of that side of sim racing, which really isn't seen too much in Forza. But this is kind of interesting as we see here. Or Roger now finally a bigger development, nearly losing the lead. It looks like the one in front as well. Chloric Rhyme having almost been slowed down, slightly knocked. It looks like the race is starting to tighten up. We can actually see the three racers beyond I Am Viper actually slowing down slightly. It seems that they're beginning to start to lap other racers. This is where it's going to get a bit tough, as this is going to add another level of excitement, as technically, a little bit of a bump there. Oh, another bump there. Another bump against this is really tight, and he somehow manages to pass Roger for the first time in a few minutes. Tough spectacle there, as the others, that's the thing too, is that these guys that are being to lap, that adds a whole nother kind of level of toughness, right? Because what happens now is that they actually have to worry about hitting other cars while still trying to wrap. And here we go, Roger going for the inside and knocking into the wall. I'm Viper losing the lead. Who's behind him? Looks like Purple is behind him. As I'm Viper is now struggling once more to gain the lead back. Roger, I'm telling you folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of the hottest rivalries in Forza 1 Hour Racing that we will see in this competition for races 2.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our end of season rundown, as well as announcing what we're doing for championship weekend. I am your host, Chloric, and today I have Forzurda and Albannt with me. Say hi, guys.
So,
Okay, well that was very hype. Anyway, so we first I'm gonna go through a couple graphics. I want to say first off, thank you guys so much for racing with us. It started off a little rocky because our server blew up unexpectedly. We came into January with only 50 people in our server, and now there's over 400. Cannot thank you guys enough. That is awesome, and we can't wait to see what's in store for the future. So, uh, first up, Forzuda was so grateful to create this graphic for us that you can see on the screen. These are the top 12 NA drivers that will be going to the championship race. Sadly, a couple people had to drop out due to IRL engagements. So for the top 12, we have uh, AJS, who beat out Koenig in the final race to take the title of NA Series champion at 401 points. Absolutely insane. And then Koenig and Takedo to round out the top three. And then we have No This Isn't Ryan, Chelsea, Hootage Maximus, Dreadful Shark, Mogo Corp, Asami, Blue Favored, myself, and then Governed Moist. So these are the 12 drivers that will be representing NA in the championship weekend. And do we have the graphic yet for EU?
yeah, I'm making it.
Not yet. Okay, so while we wait for that, um, I just want to go over what I saw from our 8 weeks of racing. Um, I thought that it went well. We did have a big drop off towards the end, which I think was expected. We were for the first 3 weeks we had I don't know like 30 drivers, and then we dropped down to like 20, 15, 20 drivers racing per weekend, which I think is fine. You know, for the next season, I'm hoping to grow those numbers, but at the same time, IRL things I understand. Um, I thought the racing went well. I thought people and NA people in both series improved like a lot. We had a big gap in the beginning of the year, in the beginning of the season, and then towards the end, it was for NA. It was still quite big, about uh maybe like almost 12 seconds, but like in the beginning, it was like more like 30. So drivers are improving, which is awesome. What did you see, Albannt and Forzurda, during the season?
Well, well, first of all, when the crack drivers left, everyone that was kind of in the shadows started learning, getting better, and I don't know. It just showed that people who aren't actually competing and at the top level can get good and compete for the title, maybe for the world championship even.
Yeah, no, I agree. I saw that same thing too, and it was awesome because the people that were, blowing the competition out of the water, like Chelsea and Eunice, they weren't just, hiding and, not sharing like the secret sauce on how to like improve. When people ask questions, all the top crack drivers were, being helpful and trying to help the people. I got a lot of help, specifically Danix and Hexer in the beginning. I had no idea how to tune a car the first couple of weeks, and then Danix and Hexer just like sat with me for like a good like 20 minutes just explaining everything. It was like a lot of fun, and you can see that the people that put the time in to learn how to tune and then took the time to figure out the track and learn the lines, they steadily improved throughout the year. One example I want to shout out real quick is, where is he? Was it Sunray? I think it was Sunray who drives for Tuga Year. He was talking about, discrepancy, and it's like, oh, I'm a bad driver, XYZ. And if you look at his times, I forget when he joined, he started, 8 seconds back from pole, and now he's like 4 seconds behind, which is like 4 or 5 seconds behind, which is awesome. A 3 second improvement in like 2 3 weeks, I think is awesome. He could tell that he like put the time in because he wanted to improve. So no
And it's
one,
on a long track as well.
yeah, that
Race 7
too.
was very long.
Yeah, race
Yeah.
seven, yeah, race seven was very long. Week six was very long. Um, but yeah, no, the people that want to put the time in, like clearly they're improving, which is awesome. Which is what, as a server, is what we were trying to establish. So
Yeah, the
guys,
people I was looking at were
yes,
mostly EU. Because
that's
like
fine.
Chelsea and Yunus are both Teamworks drivers, and people like, I don't know, Virag, JJ from EU, like they kept those getting those high positions, getting points. They just made it quietly, and I think they deserve praise for that.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. Wait. Oh,
I mean, yeah, I recall getting help from the what we call them cracked guys uh, myself, and like it made me a better driver. It's kind of a speed run to getting better, like playing with good people, you know, getting help from them.
yeah. And like I said, like it makes it better when they are offering that help. Like when you ask and then they answer. Right? They're not
That
just
is
like
true, yeah.
they're not like not responding or going like get good or something like that. Which is cool. What did you guys think went wrong this season?
The car list could have been better. I mean, as far as like the test season goes, I think it was acceptable, but people had to kind of get adjusted to the fact that most cars are just not very good on the list, and there were the 4 or 5 cars that kept winning, and everyone's stuck to them. But as we know, we're hoping to make that better for season 2. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's our goal for season two, is to bring that gap down to less than a second. Initial testing shows us that it's working, but more info is going to come out soon, probably around late June, early July, as to how we're doing. As you guys know, the next season is going to start in August. One question I do want to ask you two: um, what did you think of the condensed schedule? Do you think we should continue having it condensed? Do you think we should do a full 10 week?
well, since sports is, I think, a bit busy, I'm gonna answer that too. So I think shorter seasons are good because people can't really devote that much time to do 10 races, I don't think. I mean, 7 is, I think, a good number. And we got to fix the tracks as well. We know that they've been getting a bit worse throughout the season, but we have guidelines for our track engineers, and it's
Yep,
going to get better for season 2.
yep, yep. So, just wanted to pull up just to switch gears real quick. So these are the 12 drivers racing, going to be representing EU during championship weekend. We have Rob School, who finished first at 353 points, beating Virak by almost 11. And then Zoyzer rounds out the podium. We have JJPROS, ZRS, who we talked about earlier, Ant Coder, Albandt, Sunray, Forzurda, Minero, Horizon, Akuma, and Alban. So, you may see, sometimes there's big point discrepancies, and that's because people that we have invited declined to participate. So we went with the next person below. So that's why some of the point discrepancies look weird. Um, yes, yes, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. It depends. We'll see. So, we also have, I don't know if you guys are aware, but we also have a sub-series, which is the Asian race series. They're a sub-series because they don't have 12 drivers concurrently racing. So once their numbers come up, then they're going to be a full series. But because they're a sub-series right now, 3 drivers from Asia got invited to race in the championship weekend because they're part of our server and we wanted them to be included. So those 3 drivers are Chopped, Logan, and I'm blanking on the third one. Give me a second. And Dogma 47. So that is our driver lineup, and it should be fun. Do you guys want to talk about championship weekend?
Depending on what you want to start with.
Well, I do have the PowerPoint, so we can start with the PowerPoint.
Exactly.
All right. So I made a little PowerPoint for you guys just to make it a little bit easier. So, so as I said before, the top 12 point earners from both NA and EU are invited, and then the top 3 point earners from the sub-series are also invited. And if any driver rejects the invitation, we go down the list and invite the next highest point earner until we got to 12 and 3. So together we have 27 racers. However, this race will be different. So we are aware of the advantages and disadvantages that exist on the car list. So for this race, we're taking a different approach. Instead of you guys driving the cars that you have registered with and driven all season, we're essentially evening the playing field so that it's driver skill only, and you guys will all be racing the same car, which is built in the same way from a build sheet provided by us by the end of the day today. Tuning will be up to the discretion of the driver. So essentially, we are doing a spec build open tuning race. So, what car will you guys be driving? So we took the discretion and we looked at both the NA and EU car registration list, and we made a list of all the cars that are not popular. Essentially, only either 1 or 2 drivers per series have registered with said car, which means basically no one should have the advantage because no one has been driving said car for the entire season. So at the end of this presentation, I will be throwing that list of cars into a randomizer and click randomize once, and then the result is the car that everyone will drive. As for the track, we originally were going to throw a list of the tracks that you guys have raced already onto a randomizer, click it, and you guys raced on that. But I was convinced by Albannt of a better idea, and instead, oh, and instead, we are going to create a new track for this event, and that track will be announced by this weekend. So the car list. I, yeah, I was thinking about hitting it 3 times. Okay, we'll let chat decide after this. We'll let chat decide how many times we want to hit the randomize button. So the car list consists of 8 cars, starting with the 2015 Chevrolet C7, the 2007 Ferrari 430 Scuderia, the 2009 458 Italia, the 2017 Ford GT, the 2010 Lamborghini Murcielago, the 2011 Lamborghini Gallardo, the 2012 Nissan GTR, and the 2018 Porsche GT2 RS. So those are the 8 cars that are going to be thrown into the randomizer, and We'll see what happens. So why did we decide on this approach? We believed that this approach, for this race in particular, we're trying to find the best driver in the server. And we didn't believe it'd be a fair playing field if only 6 drivers. We have a limit that 6 drivers can register per car. And if we open up registration, and when you guys are testing the track and driving the track, and all of a sudden a meta car pops up, only 6 people can register for said meta car, which now means only those 6 drivers have the best opportunity to win the race and to be crowned world champion. So instead, we decided this approach is everyone's driving the same car. Everyone, your tuning's up to your discretion. So however you like to drive, that's the tune. And it just comes down to driver skill and how much time did you put into said track. Uh, I think that's it. Uh, Albannt, Forzurda, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, the cars that haven't been chosen, the cars that are on the list, they have specific reasons as to why they were abandoned. Obviously, the
Correct.
Ferraris are the main ones. They just have no front aero, and with everybody driving the same car, it's not going to be a case of a car being slower by 4 seconds or something, because everyone's going to be in the same one. So it doesn't matter even if the car is bad. They all drive pretty well, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, basically, if one car is bad and that's the car that's chosen, we're all driving a bad car. So we're gonna have some fun.
Exactly.
Um,
Yep.
so there is actually one thing that I forgot to mention. On championship weekend, these 27 during championship week, those 27 drivers are qualifying to race in one race. So for Sunday, only one race will be happening because the goal is to find the best driver in the server. So one full race, 12 spots open for 27 drivers. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens during the week that the track is open. Um, I'm forgetting something else. Oh, yes. Okay. I forgot. I will be making another announcement after this. No, not one qualifying lap. We are doing a giveaway during championship week. We have I believe, 8 codes to racing games, ranging from Assetto Corsa Competizione to NASCAR to Drift to Dirt Rally, that we will be giving away in various giveaways throughout the week. Um, More info to come. Those giveaways will start happening probably Sunday, probably Monday. One of those 2 days. And we're probably going to do a giveaway a day. And I am still figuring out the best way to go about that. So, yes, be on the lookout for that. Uh, Anything you guys want to add?
Mm, I think the thing that's gonna I don't know if it's gonna be an issue, but as we know, Forza is a bit broken now, so
Correct.
we don't know yet. I think we haven't tested it yet, if I'm correct. If 12 people will fit, even in a low prop percent race, but we hope it's gonna work because we know it's been a problem in other servers like Timor's, for example, but they use higher percentage tracks. So we hope it's gonna work for us.
Yes,
But yeah,
yeah, that's true.
we might have to just shrink the driver list if that doesn't work and it isn't fixed by the time the race comes.
So yeah, we'll test that. I forgot that that issue exists because Team Wars. But yeah, we will keep an eye out for that. We're hoping that it still works. But yeah, also question Arno asked when qualifying was. Qualifying is going to be happening Friday and Saturday. I might open that up to Thursday. That'll be up to the drivers if they want to add, 1 or 2 extra sessions. And those may or may not be streamed depending what happens. Um, shall we move on to figure out what cars you guys are gonna drive?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
time.
Is there a... Oh, there is no vote. Okay. So, here's the randomizer. So some people in chat said three clicks. I'm thinking just one. What do you guys want to do? I mean, we can leave it up to chat if chat wants to just spam what number of spins they want. I'm thinking
Yeah,
one.
we can do 1 in the chat for 1 click, and then 3 for 3 clicks, plus 1. Final one.
Yes. 69
69, nice.
does not count. So we have randomized
Hey,
3
one
times,
digit.
then randomize out of those 3. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I thought about that one. 105. 1 randomize 1. Oh, 1, 3, then 1.
We might as well.
I mean, we might as well. I'm fine with that one. All right, here we go. On 3, 2, 1. Did it work?
Yes, it
Oh.
did.
Okay, that's fine. So 2018 is. Can you zoom? It's not. Yeah, I can zoom.
Control plus.
So that's 1 of
Okay.
3, right?
I knew that. Okay, is it better? Is it easier for you
Yeah.
guys? Okay. IP leaked. Nah, whatever. Okay, so 2018. Here we go again. Superleggero.
Superleggero.
Very good so far.
One more time. The
C7.
C7.
Ooh.
Those are
Actually, a
I
very good
know
choice
one
of
guy in
cars.
chat who's gonna
Yeah.
like that one.
Oh,
those
yeah.
are what? Hello? Continue. How do I? Okay, list randomizer. Okay, those are actually not bad cars. You were worried about we were gonna get a boat.
Yeah, the
Yeah, these
2015
are all very
the
good, I think.
2012 GTR
Yeah.
boat.
Wait, so is it a pool of cars or one specific car? It is one specific car. Okay, here
Whichever
we
one
go.
comes out is the one we're driving.
Here we go.
Yep.
Let's see what car we are driving for championship weekend. The
And it is
Lamborghini
Okay.
the
Superleggera is what we are driving for this weekend. I'm gonna take a note.
That's actually a very good choice, I think.
It's gonna be some fun racing. So, like I said, hopefully by the end of the day today, if not tomorrow, we will have the build list for this car that everyone has to, build their car to. The track will be announced latest Monday, probably Sunday. Did any of the drivers in the champ race? No. No. As far as I remember, the Gallardo was one of the 2, 3 cars that no one chose. So no one has been racing this car for a
I mean,
while.
it's nice to drive.
Yeah.
It's just, like you said at the beginning of the season, it's a bit of a bland car. But
Yeah,
it's
it
very nice to
is.
drive. It's good turn in, good arrow.
So,
It's gonna be fun.
yeah, it should be fun. My disappointment's immeasurable. Oh yeah, one more thing. In the next couple days, I will be releasing a forum, an end of season forum link for you guys to fill out. It's gonna have a bunch of questions pertaining to the season, what we did. Give us your opinion on what we did good, what we did bad. There's gonna be some specific questions, mainly about schedule, qualifying, stuff like that. Uh, I'll probably have that out by Friday. And that's going to be not just the drivers. Well, no, it's going to be drivers only. And then I'm going to have a specific one probably for the server. Uh, yeah. So I think that wraps it up for this information. Probably for the next, like, I don't know, like 10 minutes, we'll take questions from chat. We'll probably just hang out if you guys have questions. We're down to answer them. You guys have any closing remarks?
I mean, I'm definitely very interested and very hyped for this race. Well, obviously because all three of us are also participating in it.
Very true.
Yep,
It should
very
be.
true. Against each other for the first time. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys not, but
Yeah,
So
first for me.
it will
gathering
be very
what
fun.
24 of the best drivers from the entire server
Will the
and having them qualify for 12 race seats.
Yep,
It's musical chairs.
yep. Will the track be revealed before the race, or will we go into qualifying blindly? You guys are going to qualifying blind. I'm not giving you the track. Are you kidding me? Practice what? Question mark.
I hope
Yeah, you
that is
guys are
kidding.
gonna like the track very much.
Are we
It's
gonna have
it's
one
a
of
bit of
those?
nostalgia.
We have one of those losers only. Um, we officially no, we're not gonna run a second race. We're only gonna run the one race because, we're trying to find the best driver. So that I mean, okay, if you guys want, we could run two races, but officially we're only running one, and that's gonna be streamed. So if the next 12 want to race, I'm not gonna say no. The PI cap, um, that that will be determined soon. The build sheet for the car will be out in a couple days. Because either I want to build it in the class that we have it sat in, or if I want to have more fun, we just go into build A, to class A. Yeah, cool. 2 races, 1 stream. Yeah, we could do that. I know I'm not getting to race 1, but having a second race aside for the main race with the other drivers could be fun. I need to eat someone off the bridge. Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can run a second race. We're only gonna have... I'll host losers bracket, got skill issued when I joined. I mean, the first race, the NA race for between Eunice and Chelsea last week, it was pretty close. Kind of upset the stream was scuffed a little bit, but it's okay. Does anyone have any questions? Oh yeah, again, season 2 information will be out probably like July. Will qualifying be similar
Qualifying.
to the proceed? Yes, yes it will be. So I will after next Wednesday, the bot will go up, and then you just react to which heat you want to do. Oh, you do? Yeah, I agree with Forzurda. Yeah, do it. That'd be a cool video. Oh my gosh. You act like I have editing skills. I mean, hold up. We are, for season 2, I had ideas that I wanted to implement, and then R7 highlights went, dude, only like 3 people posted their POVs. So the highlight videos was a ball that was hugely dropped, mainly because Aspect decided to take a long break, and he was the guy that was making those videos. And then it was that with a combination of like not many POVs being posted, just didn't make it
Yeah,
viable.
we need you guys to record if the content is gonna be good, because like front of the pack wasn't recorded most of the time. It's just it's a bit useless.
Yeah, I think I said it, made an announcement earlier. Instead of doing a highlight video now, just for whatever race was streamed, or then the number of POVs given for a specific race. Now we're just gonna make like top like 10 or 15 like videos or something like like highlights from each race. Like take like the best like 30-second clips or something like that, or a minute, and just like put them all together and do like a top 15 leaderboard thing for that week. Top 10 bro moments. Dude, who it was is anyone in chat where did you guys race with me week R6? I was behind who was it? I was behind AJS for like no, I was ahead of AJS coming into the back, and I like flipped my car like 3 times. Like I guarantee you, my POV can make its own top 10 oops moments. I just like hitting a random tree or like flipping the car. Don't know how I did it. I swear to God, I don't know how, but I did, and that was embarrassing. So yeah, no, for season 2, yes, the race will be 1 hour. For season 2, I do want to up stream quality. I want to start producing videos again. I want to um just do more content in general. There are a couple people in car list end of July is when it's going to be revealed. Beginning of July is when we're going to start releasing some information, like calendar and stuff like that. We will be doing a
And the date is not made up. It's just a lot of work to be put in
yeah,
still.
it's a lot of work. That's why we have the start date for August, end of August. Mainly A, because people are on vacation, and we don't want people to be stopping in the middle of their summer vacation, like panicking trying to find like a computer or an Xbox and racing. So we know that membership's going to be low. So we have it for the end of summer because people are going to be coming back. People are starting school up again. So end of August was the last weekend of August or the second last weekend of August is the first race. And at least 2 weeks before then, the car list is going to be dropped. It just depends how much work is done. But we started and we have a good idea of what it's going to look like. But I believe the track list is almost done.
The list is almost done, but the tracks need to
Oh
be
yeah,
fixed a lot.
correct. Yeah, yeah, the tracks need to be fixed a lot, but the routes themselves, I believe, are
Yeah,
solidified.
they are basically done. We have some tracks that didn't make it that might make it because we're still experimenting with the
Yeah,
layouts, but it's mostly done. Yeah.
it's mostly done. So yeah, if anyone wants to help, production wise, like make YouTube videos for us, or wants to help make the stream better. If anyone knows any casters that would be interested for season 2, let us know. It would be pretty cool if we can stream. I think Forza should be fixed. I agree. It would be pretty cool if we could stream three races a week and do like the top, the NA1, EU1, and Asia's race if they get the numbers. So we have ideas that we want to implement, and we want your help.
And the races are going to be more interesting, even if the drivers don't improve, which they will. The races are going to be more interesting because the cars are very similar, not only times wise and performance wise, but they are like similar cars in a sense that they have similar drag, similar aero. They just drive similarly. I use that word a lot, but you know what I mean.
Yes, they drive very nice. Also, yes, I similar in how they find pace, correct? They're very good. Uh, I may have said this before, but I'll say it. It's fine. We are implementing music still needed. Yes, of course, because if we are, the car list will be getting shorter. Yes, music still is very much needed because if we are, the goal is to ramp up video production, and if video production is being ramped up, then music is required to back backfill those videos and just to add um, ambiance to them. So for season 2, I'm confirming we are adding a mechanic to races to make them more strategic in a sense. Suggestions or original creations? Original creations because our videos are going to get copyrighted if we use um what's it called? Like non-originals.
Licensed music.
Yeah, licensed music. Yeah, so we are adding a mechanic. It is going to add strategy to the races. So more often than not, by our know, does each driver get their own designated mechanic? What?
No, the mechanic meaning there's a thing that's going to be in the race
Oh,
implemented by us.
got it. Yeah, the
Not like a
mechanic.
person.
Oh no, not the mechanic in the race. In the race. Um, so because something that I noticed was that um the race more often than not where you started in the race is where you end, and for an hour you're just driving around. There may have been a fight here and there for position, but uh nothing, it wasn't really it wasn't an entertaining product. And that was something that I also heard from the caster Wovi when he was the first couple weeks that he would stream. He said that he got bored halfway through because it was just the same thing. There weren't any fights. So we are implementing a mechanic in the races. I'm not going to talk about anything specific yet. It's like 98% happening, but this mechanic is going to make it so that the races are more entertaining, are better from an entertainment standpoint, and better for a racing standpoint, for a competitive standpoint as well, because you guys are going to get bored. We don't want you guys to get bored during the race and like zone out and be like on autopilot. So we're excited. That mechanic will be revealed probably around the same time they revealed the tracks. The guide is unavailable to buy through the auto show. Uh, hold up.
It's really cheap in the auction house. Don't worry, guys. It's like 200-300 grand. Don't worry. And if anyone, for whatever reason, that doesn't have the money, I'm just gonna sell the car or like buy a couple of them and put them up. Don't worry.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. If you guys need them, just let us know. We'll give them to you. It is no, it's not gonna it's not gonna negatively affect the races. It's going to
It isn't. It
no,
isn't.
it's not. It's gonna make them better.
Like you don't have to worry. It's not invasive in a sense that it doesn't really contribute to fights. It just makes racing better.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, guys. We kind of know what we're doing. Kind of. Maybe.
At this point, by now.
Maybe by now. Ask anything. Are NA players allowed to race in Asia series? I am in night shift on weekends, so I can't make NA times, but could probably make Asian race times. Besides, I'll take last place penalty if I can't make Saturday qualifying. So I keep seeing this question, and we never said 2 or 3,000. You said 3 mil. That's fine, guys. We will sell them to you. I keep seeing this question about drivers moving from series to series after the season. I will. That decision still being talked about. So as of right now, I'm leaning towards if drivers really can't make the times. Oh, you're casting F1 tonight? Oh, have fun, Sappy. Like if drivers really cannot make the times for the series that they live in, then we will allow transfers. My only gripe against transfers is that our goal is to make every single driver improve and you know increase the quality of drivers across the entire server. And if all the good drivers migrate to one if they all migrate to one series, and then all like the quote unquote bad drivers are in another, then what's gonna motivate the bad drivers to improve? That's just my thing.
Yeah, I just want to add two things. So bottom line is we can't really check what region you guys are from. So
Yeah,
like when you join the server, you get to pick whatever you want. So we can't really stop you. And it hasn't been the case yet that people just go into the same region because the competition is better. It's mostly about schedules.
yeah,
And the second thing is we've been thinking a lot how to fix it, and it's still all in the works, you know.
yeah. We have some ideas, but yeah, like we can't. Like, I was sorry, like, we can't check. What you guys are from. Like I know there was one guy that was racing, signed up for EU, but the times were so bad, and he technically lives in South America. And we're like, we'll race in NA, and then he did. But yeah, no, we just want the best competition, and we want the entire server to grow instead of just one specific section, basically. So we'll see. We have some ideas. Wait, there were some questions in chat. Yeah, the DLC, hopefully it comes out, it'd be cool, but no, we would not be making tracks off of the DLC because that would mean you guys would need to own the DLC, and we don't want there to be a paywall for this league, which is why cars that come off the car pass, some have been suggested to add to the car list. We do not look at them because that means you guys would have to buy the car pass to race, excuse me, in a specific car, which doesn't seem right. You
Yeah,
may
it's
not want
just
to
not
spend
how
the money
we
to do
operate.
that.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Is anyone gonna run a runoff livery for the final race? You guys could do whatever you want. Like as long as you as long as you follow the livery guidelines, you guys can do whatever you want. Also, I was talking to a driver who was asking about the number plates. So what we're gonna do for season 2 is instead of the drivers themselves building said plate, we're just gonna have them pre-built 1 through 99 available to you guys, so you guys don't have to build them yourselves. Because if I remember correctly, it was some people said it was like a hassle to build it and do it themselves, so we're just gonna provide them for you guys.
Oh, and
Sharing?
actually, on the topic of liveries, we are still looking for more active painters to help people create their own,
Yes. Yes, we
because
are.
we've been having trouble recently with them. So if anyone has the talent to make them and has the time, then please just do whatever you can.
Yeah, please help. There are some people that have cool livery ideas that want to get them made, but they don't have the talent to do it. So we, during the off season, we'll be, asking, we'll keep reminding you guys for people for production side, for painter side, just that. The blank plate download was nice, just add a number and a font that fits the livery. Yeah. So we have suggestions. Well, not suggestions. We have stuff that we want to improve on. There will be a quote unquote server overhaul during the off season as we get it ready for season 2. So if you see some channels missing or just things in general that are in a different spot than what you remember them in, it's because we are moving things around.
We want to declutter the server because let's be honest. I mean, it's been getting progressively better, but there's still some channels that are abandoned and are not used and are redundant. So
That's a
it's
dig at
gonna.
me. You do know who created this,
Yeah,
who
I know.
organized it, huh?
I
Yeah,
know.
we know.
I know.
Huh?
We don't care.
Of course we know.
Uh-huh.
You dig at
Who
us,
else
we
would it
dig at
be?
you. Hey, it's a fair exchange.
It has to
Yeah,
happen though,
it
and it's
does.
gonna happen.
It does. It does have to happen. We
And the
are,
registration process and everything that we can streamline and automate is gonna be streamlined and automated.
it's
Wow,
a good,
that's a difficult word,
it's a
but
good
yeah,
thing, it's a good thing you brought that up. How's that bot coming along?
it isn't. No, I mean it's. I've begun creating it, but it's nowhere close to being done.
Life is hard, basically.
Happened.
Yes, life is
Yeah,
hard.
life happened.
But yeah, so should be the bot thing. I'm actually very very excited about. It
Oh
should
yeah.
help a lot. There are some, by the way, the event section. That's because real quick, we will be running bi-weekly events again, starting after the championship weekend, because we don't want this server to go dead silent between during the summer break. So there will be events happening. You will you will need the event participation role. I've seen some good ideas circulating. They've been sent to me. They look really cool, and hopefully you guys participate. I know I'll be participating in some. So we have those events happening. You guys should totally check them out. You guys will require the event participation role for that category and for this channel to pop up. Um, the 1 hour rival leaderboard will still be happening during the summer break. So for those who don't know it exists, it's in currently its home is in the stands category. It's probably gonna drop it down to events corner. But every
Yeah, I
week,
reused the same track, so
yeah,
you guys can just post your times till the week ends. So basically till the new track drops.
yeah. So quick explanation. Every week, so we tried to do it through Forza itself, but apparently it doesn't let you create custom rivals events, which kind of sucks. I don't understand. So instead, Albandt every week posts a track and a car with a spec build for you guys to follow, and as well as a rewinded version and a non-rewinded version of the track. And it's just like doing rivals through Forza, but instead of doing the times going through Forza, you just post the times in our channel, and we have a running leaderboard of just the drivers in our server. So this was a way for us to do quote unquote official races between people through through each series, because normally you guys are doing only NA drivers are racing amongst themselves during the regular season, EU with EU, Asia with Asia. So this is an idea for just to, bring everyone together and see how do you stack up with, your fellow drivers in the server. So covered events, when HOR. When you're giving a specific part set for the car, does that mean the car should include those parts, or it must have those parts? It must have those parts.
And the ones that are specified in the rulebook, because I'm not specifying race suspension, race tires.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it's like
Yeah. So basically what he just said is he's not including, he's writing down parts that's off of the general parts list in the rulebook. So you know how the
it's
general part list.
transmission, engine upgrades, and body kits if there's any, and I think weight reduction. That's it.
Yeah. So like everything else, like race suspension, front and rear anti-roll bars, tires. So one quick thing, I saw this morning the conversation about body kits. So the reason we have these mandatory parts is not because we want you guys to look bad or your car to look terrible or your car to, maybe not as perform as well as you think it should. Those parts are there because we want drivers who are new to this kind of racing thing to be on the same footing as someone who's been doing this for a while, because you should be able to fully tune, you have full capability to tune your car basically with all the generalized parts. And if you don't have that ability, you may have a disadvantage because you can't tune, let's say, your brake pressure. Or if you go no front aero because of a body kit, maybe you're missing out on a couple tenths because you don't have the ability to max it or to just go off of the center. So those parts are there because we want the drivers to have full tuning range to compete. And if you don't have it and you're like, oh, my car looks good, but it's not competing, well, it's probably not competing because, you're missing a couple parts. That's why we also have the rubber that has the Horizon logo on it to make sure that you guys are running the same rubber. General.
Yeah, that's very good, guys. It's amazing. Happens to the best of us. Also, have we talked about, like, not the list specifically, but how the cars are going to be balanced for season 2? I'm sure everybody knows
Oh,
by now.
yeah, okay. I probably mentioned it a couple times. So
Yeah.
basically, championship weekend is a trial run of what we're doing for season 2. So for season 2, we are doing a smaller car list, and it's going to be spec build open tuning. Basically, to ensure the gap that we have tested is there, each car will be given a different build sheet for each track. No, we're at what, 6, 7? I think 7 cars is on the car list. And so basically, what's going to happen is that instead of choosing the best car overall, you're just going to choose what car what car looks pretty, right? Or if you're like a Lambo fanatic, you go, I want the Huracan, knowing that you're not in a slow car and that you can win in it if you're doing well. So that's the approach that we took for season 2 was we're doing a smaller car list, but through spec build open tuning, we're making it so that um
Cars are
everyone
basically the same.
yeah, the cars are basically the
Well,
same, so you're just you're selecting off of what you want, like the car that you
yeah.
want.
So if I'm correct, for 2 races, I think so far, for two tracks, 3 of the cars from the list are basically in the same 10th right now. So you guys just don't worry, choose the car that you like. Okay, am I disconnected?
Yeah.
Am I cutting off? What's happening?
No, you're good.
But yeah, that's basically it.
So, 1 second, guys. Sorry, something came up. Ah had to do something. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me look at chat real quick. I know that's my bad. Does anyone have any more questions? Any more comments? I think that's it. We'll have we'll probably have another stream closer to the start of the season, and that we'll probably do like a track announcement stream and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna show off everything we've done.
Yeah.
If we manage to do it in time.
Yep, basically. So I think that's it. If you guys have any more questions, um, ask us in the Ask Anything channel, ping us in general, or the Drivers Lounge channels. Thank you guys so much, and have a good day.